What up, world? It's September 26, 2017. Shout out to Brenda. My mama, it's her birthday today. So I have a message from the Lord. And we will be doing Revelations 13, 1 through 9. Revelations 13, 1 through 9. But before we get started, I'd like to share a few things. God has been doing a lot. A lot. You know, we all have calls on our life and we all have positions, but I never thought the one that I got would be it. But hey, we're here. So, every 2,000 years, September 23rd marked 2,000 years since Jesus came. So God showed me the secrets about him, and that's how I'm going to give you the secret about Revelations, what it really means. But so every 2,000 years a star appears. So the first star appeared with Abraham, and God was God in Abraham. Like, he set the whole thing up. Like, God can only be the father to multitudes through Abraham. So God was actually in Abraham. 2,000 years later, a star appears, and then it's Jesus. So every 2,000 years, the star appears. So 2,000 years later, the star appears this year, September 23rd, 2017. And which means that God has come back in a human form, and which would be me. And he's coming back in human form as basically Jesus as a female. Because, again, he's a God of order. If he has a son, he has to have a daughter. So, in essence, Jesus is coming back in a woman form to say whatever needs to be said, however the hell we want to say it. Because God said. And then the 3 stars. Now, when I got these stars, we got them for no reason in New York. And he confirmed the 3rd star, September 23rd, 2017. So I am daughter Zion. That's who I am. And we will have problems. So, because God is in full control, and he's not playing this time around. It's his way or no way. And I'm a messenger. I do what my Father tells me to do. Whether anyone likes it or not, I always do what God says. And because he gets the glory at all times. And he didn't elevate me this high for me to disobey him because of another human. I think not. So, anyway, so Revelations, I'm unveiling the secret behind Revelations. Because, see, God is the author and the finisher. Let's not forget about that, because that means that he writes stories. That means that the Bible is stories. It's stories, but there's hidden meanings. So let's start with verse 1. The dragon stood on the shore of the sea, and I saw a beast coming out of the sea. It had 10 horns and 7 heads, with 10 crowns on its horns, and on each head a blasphemous name. The beast I saw resembled a leopard, but had feet like those of a bear, and a mouth like that of a lion. The dragon gave the beast his power and his throne and great authority. One of the heads of the beast seemed to have had a fatal wound, but the fatal wound had been healed. The whole world was filled with wonder and followed the beast. People worshipped the dragon because he had given authority to the beast. And they also worshipped the beast and asked, "Who is like the beast? Who can wage war against the beast?" The beast was given a mouth to utter proud words and blasphemies, and to exercise its authority for 42 months. It opened its mouth to blaspheme God, and to slander his name and his dwelling place. And those who live in heaven, it was given power to wage war against God's holy people, and to conquer them. And it was given authority over every tribe, people, language, and nation. All inhabitants of the earth will worship the beast, all whose names have not been written in the Lamb's book of life, the Lamb who was slain from the creation of the world. Whoever has ears, let them hear. So again, God is a storyteller. Because the thing is that I'm the beast. Me. I'm that beast. Not because I am, but here's the thing is, there's only one person, one person that can give authority, anyone, give somebody authority and power and give his throne up. That's God. The devil does not have no authority. So how can he be the one to give up his throne? Like, come on, he doesn't even have a throne. So it's God. God is the dragon, because God is everything that he wants to be. But it's a whole story. Bottom line is that God is the dragon and I'm the beast. And the proud and blaspheming words are against the people who do not listen to God, who don't want to hear what he has to say in this time. Because in this time, either you will bow, and if you don't, eventually you will. You will surrender in this time. In this season, every knee shall bow, and every tongue will confess the Lord through Jesus Christ in the female form, his daughter Zion. 2,000 years, here I am, and I do what my Father says. This time, though, my Father has given me authority to say whatever I want to say. I came humble the first time and got crucified. This time, I ain't dying, and I got a lot to say. And I'm coming in the strength of the women that were taken, the women that's been exploited, the women who have not been treated fair. And there's few people who have not disrespected a woman, who have not taken advantage of a woman. And if you've done that, you're judged already. Because that's the secret, is women have been mistreated. From Genesis until now, there has been no justice for women. When a woman was raped, she would be considered defiled. There's never been justification. But in this season, the women will be justified. The women are the bride. And the men of God who have a relationship with God understand that. It's the women's time, and they respect it. But anyone that has a problem with that is going to sit down, because it's our time. Because God is here in the flesh. Watch me work, because I will restore the nations back to God's original order. It will happen. When they talk about end times, it was the end of all the stuff. It was the end. So even though Jesus didn't appear on a cloud, which, he really did, because the Virgin, the Virgo sign, the Leo, clothed with the sun on her shoulder and the moon at her feet, that was the sign. So there was a transition. In this time, though, you'll be found out, because we're coming. But it was the end, and we are in the new beginning. It's the year of Jubilee. It is, we get our land back. We get our clans back. God is the only one that can give authority for anybody, for a beast to have authority over every tribe, people, language, and nation. Only God can do that. The devil has no authority. He can't do none of that. There's only one. It's God the Father. He can do whatever he wants. He's the one who started the art of storytelling. And here I am to tell you what it is. And this is what it is. And if you don't believe me now, you'll see later. Because I know I'm right. And I know who I am. With that being said, I love everybody. I do what my Father tells me to do at all times. That won't ever stop. My Father gets the glory at all times. And the world will glorify my Father. Because he is the King of the world. He is the Alpha and the Omega. He is the author and the finisher. He's the first and the last. The beginning and the end. So it's his, and he chooses. He's a God of decency and order. It's the 50-year jubilee, and it took him scattering us abroad to find him on our own. And I found him, and I guess it was a setup for me, because I'm here, and it's time. My kingdom's here. The kingdom of God is here. We will usher in the third temple, and nothing is going to stop me. So I love you guys. In this season, it's love, encouragement, relationship over religion. Lift your fellow man up. Love one another. Find God. Acknowledge him more. Take time out your day to sit still and listen, because that's only when we sit still do we begin to hear God talk. So if you're still praying and just talking to God and just pouring yourself out to him, switch it up a little bit. Sit still sometimes and be quiet, and then you begin to hear God speak. I encourage you guys to build your own personal relationship with the Father so you can get your direction, because we are all filled with gifts and talents, and there's not one person who doesn't have it if you're on this earth. And so I encourage you guys, get closer to the Father. It is my job to get you there also. So again, Beni-Veil, relationship over religion, aka Daughter Zion. I'm here to give my God glory and honor at all times. We win always. God bless you guys. Love you. Stay up.